Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with the first episode of what I hope will be a full playthrough of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Now, this was a series requested by my Patreon backers, and something I've been considering doing for a while actually, so the combination of those two things finally convinced me to do it. I've actually played XCOM 2 on the channel previously, back at the game's release, but it didn't go over well. I think there was just too many other channels playing it at the time, and so I got kind of lost in the shuffle. And while turn-based tactical games are definitely a big thing on my channel, again, I think with YouTube so saturated with the game at that point, it just wasn't meant to be. But anyways, I do really like the game, and so I'm happy to be playing it again. We're playing War of the Chosen because I have not yet played the expansion, although I have played quite a bit of the base game as well as Long War 2. Now, the reason we're not playing Long War 2 in this playthroughs because many of the new mods coming out for XCOM, or ones that have come out fairly recently, are not compatible with it. War of the Chosen expansion being another one of those things. That and Long War 2 don't play well together. And I figured that while I do like the open-endedness of Long War 2 and sort of the more sandboxy approach to XCOM, it wouldn't lend itself particularly well to a Let's Play, in part because there's already a lot of other people who have covered it, and also because just the way that YouTube Let's Plays work, like 75% of the people who watch this video are not going to be here in episode 5 or 10. So drawing this playthrough out longer than it needs to be, I think is a bad idea, and that's one reason why I've decided against it. The other is because, again, there's a lot of mods I wanted to try that just wouldn't work with Long War 2. And so this will be a slightly more focused playthrough, which I think will be a good thing in the end. It'll be a little bit more linear than if we'd gone with Long War, but I'm okay with that because there is still a lot of sort of freedom in these playthroughs, and not everything plays out the same way every time, so I think it'll work out okay. Now, I'm running a huge amount of mods here. I'll try to get you guys a mod collection through Steam so that you can, follow along with the mods I'm using. And I'm skipping through most of the cutscenes here because, for the most part, nothing changes between regular XCOM, Long War, and War of the Chosen. At least nothing that you've missed so far. Now, if you're not familiar with War of the Chosen, essentially it modifies the base game's campaign. It doesn't add a new campaign. It just adds new mechanics to the old one. One of those mechanics is that it adds a alien faction called the Chosen, with 3 sort of hero characters that actively hunt you and can sort of like steal or abduct your soldiers, and you have to go rescue them and stuff. But then there's also 3 resistance factions that have hero characters that actively hunt the Chosen, and so it adds an interesting little layer of depth to the campaign that the old one didn't have. There's also like these zombie type characters, and you have to fight them in like like wave or horde defense missions, although they never stop spawning, so usually it's, trying to accomplish some time-based objective before you get overwhelmed, stuff like that. And so with that explanation out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into our character pool. I'm going to take you guys through the characters we'll be starting with, let you guys know what I'm looking for from you for custom characters, because as always, this is going to be a roleplay series, and I will be adding in the characters that you guys come up with. But I'll get more into that in just a second. So, to the armory, and we'll view our soldiers. Now, my character, and the one who's sort of filling in as the commander, is going to be Brett Cap Keller. And so here he is. He's a former Delta operative, and he's now in control, for the most part, of XCOM, after having built up a rather large resistance force and joining forces with XCOM after the fall. I've modified the timeline here a little bit, and I feel like that's kind of an important explanation for the roleplay aspect of this, is that Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within, those take place in 2005, according to the game's lore, and XCOM 2 takes place in 2035, so there's a 20-year gap there. The way I'm sort of doing it in my headcanon, and the way we'll be playing it here, is that during those 20 years, especially the early part, the aliens, during their invasion, weren't actively invading so much as they were just using terror tactics and espionage, infiltration, stuff like that to weaken Earth's defenses. So the stuff that you were seeing in Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within was very small scale and sort of just, again, designed to weaken Earth's defenses and things like that. And then only in like the late 2020s, early 2030s did they actually start invading on a large scale. So most of the nations of Earth and their militaries sort of went on business as usual for the most part, and so you would have, the U.S. Army still doing what the U.S. Army typically did, and then toward the end, they would still be around fighting the aliens, with XCOM sort of taking care of the higher priority missions. And so, Cap here was a prospective XCOM recruit that only actually joined XCOM very, very late. Prior to that, he was still serving the U.S. military. And again, he's going to be our leader. Now, one thing I want to take you guys through, because it is going to be a big part of this game, is our new level up system. So I'm running Musashi's RPG overhaul, and this essentially removes all the classes from the game in favor of open-ended leveling based on specializations. So when he, Cap here, became a squatty, he got 2 free abilities. Now these are chosen completely at random, so you have no control over them as the player. But they are very general abilities that will benefit basically any character with any specialization. So in his case, he gets a free battle scanner, and he can throw it a little bit further than he would be able to otherwise. And then he also gains +10 aim on all his reaction shots. So very basic, very general abilities added there. But again, they're completely random. You just get 2 of them with no choice in the matter. Then when you level from squatty to corporal, you are now able to choose from any one of these abilities. However, there are things that you need to consider. So there are specializations, and within each specialization, there are mutually exclusive things, and there are also requirements, like for taking previous. Let's see if we can find one. So again, anything under the corporal we can potentially take. But if we... I think there's one under gunner. Let's see. Gunner. There we go. So, for example, if we wanted to get Shredder, we would need to take the ability Gunner beforehand. However, if we want to take Lockdown, there's no requirement. So we could specialize into Assault up to Lieutenant, and then on Lieutenant decide we want to take Lockdown. And that's true for a lot of these. However, each specialization does have like synergistic effects. So a person that's strictly leveled up as an Assault specialization is going to be a better Assault character than somebody who's, half Assault, half Sentinel, or a third Assault, a third Sentinel, and a third Gunner. You're welcome to mix and match as you please, but characters are going to do better in their specific roles depending on how well you specialize them. So again, it adds a nice open-ended leveling system, but there are still benefits to focusing your characters, as there should be. But there can also be benefits for creating like jack of all trades characters. So it's really up to you and how you design them. And I'll run you through the specializations just to give you guys an idea. Assault is going to be your close range sort of fighter. Not necessarily melee weapons, mind you, just like maybe more so shotguns, sort of like the shotgun half of the default ranger class. Infantry is going to be your mid-range offensive class, and Sentinel is your mid-range defensive class. So Sentinels are going to focus mainly on Overwatch abilities and capitalizing on reaction fire. Infantry is going to focus mainly on doing as much damage from mid-range as possible. Gunner is going to be your sort of heavy machine gun class, things like suppression, destroying cover, that sort of stuff. Grenadier obviously is your grenade launcher guy. It's going to be putting grenades and explosives downfield, or using utility grenades for certain buffs and whatnot. Sniper is pretty straightforward. That's your long range damage class. Hacker, again, pretty straightforward. Going to be dealing with enemy robots, actual hacking protocols on objectives, and things like that. The scout is going to be sort of your infiltration specialist, not necessarily for dealing damage or whatnot, but scout, like literally scouting around, seeing things that others don't, being able to find enemy pods without actually triggering them, things like that. Then the medic is exactly what you'd expect. Their job is to heal, stabilize, and so forth. The gunslinger is pistol focused, as you might, gather from the name there. One nice thing about the gunslinger tree is that none of these have any while they do have some synergistic effects, it's less so in this class, and there's no requirements for previous skills. So this is a nice sort of like sub-specialization that you could easily add into another class if you wanted to give them a little bit more versatility. Skirmisher is going to be heavily specialized, so almost all of these require the previous ability, but they are very, very powerful and allow you to build a very specialized hero character, although not all of these have previous requirements, so you can actually mix and match some of them. The Skirmisher, by the way, focuses a lot on the grapple ability, sort of like the Skirmisher hero that you'll meet later. But yeah, it involves a lot of grapple and close range combat. Very mobile. The Saboteur is sort of like the Scout, except their job is to trigger explosions and kill enemies in sort of an alpha assault without being noticed themselves. So you're able to set up explosives and trigger them with nobody noticing. You can actually tag enemies with explosives and then have them walk somewhere and blow them up, again without being noticed. So it could be a potentially very useful class, but there is a little bit of specialization here that you have to work around. It looks like these three in particular. The Spotter is sort of your long-range scout. Has some nice bonuses alongside the Sniper. You may want to try to mix and match those a little bit. But essentially, if you like holo targeting, there's a ton of stuff that the Spotter can do. I think up to, permanent tracking. So if you holo target an enemy during a particular mission, they remain holo targeted for the rest of that mission. There's also, I believe, an ability where, so if they see a particular target, they can always see that target for the rest of that mission. So even if the enemy runs back into the fog of war, they'll still know where they are. So very useful class there for keeping tabs on your enemies. And then we have the two psionic ability trees. And I haven't really noticed any specific focus on one versus the other. It seems like the telepath has a little bit more like direct nuke abilities, whereas the Resonant relies a little bit more on AoE, but that's not a hard and fast rule, just sort of a generalization I noticed. Anyways, those are our options for level up, and again, we can kind of choose them as we desire. For Cap here specifically, I think I'm going to rely mostly on Infantry and Sentinel, and most of our squad leaders will be built in similar fashion, but we're obviously going to be adding other squad members with various abilities that will be useful to us. Right, so I'm just going to quickly run through the others. We have Jacob Wisniewski, who's a former Polish Grom operative, currently Grenadier for us. We have Sean Cupcake Unleashed, who is former British SAS and now one of our heavy gunners. We have Randall Bones Thomas, who's a former Navy SEAL sniper, now an XCOM sniper. We have Alexis Baviera, who's one of our hackers from Spain. Formerly counter cyber terrorism, now counter cyber alien terrorism, I guess. Lucy Thomas, the daughter of Randall Bones Thomas, from the Air Force Pararescue, former marksman and now potentially a sniper for us, although again she's only a rookie, so she's not specialized at all yet. We have Fyodor Romanovich, who will eventually be one of our heavy gunners. We have Aiko Yamanaka, daughter of a Yakuza warlord, or mob boss, whatever you call a leader of the Yakuza, and she's going to be mainly focused on close range combat, especially melee combat and infiltration. We have Herman Mueller, who's another potential squad leader, maybe a medic as well, former German KSK. Yuri Zaitsev from the Russian Alpha Group, another potential squad leader, although I'm thinking of making him a little bit more close combat oriented, maybe giving him a combat knife and some infiltration skills. We have Zhang Wei Chen, our final heavy, part of a Chinese local defense force in Shanghai, was wounded and rescued by XCOM and has been fighting for them ever since. And then we have Sophia Laurent, who is from France. She is our one true designated combat medic. 100% medical skills, but again, no specialization yet, so that's something we'll have to work toward. And so those are our current characters. And of course, we'll be adding many, many more. I'm going to try to keep them into defined squads. However, that may prove difficult. So the way that things work in War of the Chosen is that characters do form bonds. And so once they are bonded to another character, they will function better when squatted up with that character. So you want to keep bonded characters together as much as you can. And so that kind of encourages you to run definite squads, because that way the people that work best together will always be together. The issue with that is that people also get fatigued through the will system in War of the Chosen, and so you often need to sit people out. But if you're running dedicated squads and constantly rotating those squads, that should take care of itself. But occasionally we may need to, swap people around if, squad A is ready to go, but, Cap isn't quite up to the task yet. His will is too low. Maybe somebody else needs to take over for him. Something like that. Anyways, for your characters, what I'm looking for is, first of all, lore friendliness. I want something that fits in the world that we've sort of built here. So, please keep the names not ridiculous. Try to keep them true to real life. The best backstories are going to be the ones that I choose first, the ones that clearly have had the most effort put into them, and also the people that are the most active in the comments, either role-playing as that character in this world, or just offering helpful tips, constructive feedback, things like that. I know not everybody's into role-playing, and so if that's not your bag, you're welcome to contribute in the comments in other ways. But whoever contributes the most is going to be the most likely to get their characters in, and the people that put the most effort into their characters. So, beyond that, yeah, you can obviously give me a backstory, country of origin. You're free to sort of, describe what the character would look like or something like that, how they might fit in here tactically. Or you can just leave that up to me, and I'll just sort of fit them in wherever I think we need another, particular character or class. And that's pretty much it. So with that, let's actually get into some actual gameplay here. We need to go over to research. I'm going to skip this cutscene because, frankly, it's nothing new. And then we're going to choose a new project. Let's start with modular weapons, because I actually have some weapon mods from the first mission that we can't equip yet, so we may as well try to take advantage of that. And then if we go to, let's see, building facilities, we didn't need to go about it that way, but whatever. We need to build a new facility here. I'm going to start with the Guerrilla Tactics School so that we can start unlocking additional skills for our characters. Following this, we'll probably want to build some of the new War of the Chosen buildings if we have them available. If not, we'll probably do a laboratory to speed up our research. But we'll see. Let's start with this for now.
Work on the new facility right away, Commander. I'll send word when it's up and running.
Okay, and so with that, I think we want to head to the map and figure out where our first mission is going to be.
Commander.
Yeah.
Commander,
Alright.
We're attempting contact with a local resistance faction known as the Reapers. These people like to keep a very low profile, so it may take some time before we hear back. While we're waiting, it might be worthwhile to scan the area for additional supplies and resources. You never know what we may find out there. Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
Okay, so we found a destroyed convoy. It's going to take us 5 days to investigate. We'll be rewarded with supplies. Let's look into that. And that might be our first mission.
Commander, the Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
All right, well, let's go ahead and scan it. We got nothing else to do.
Another important step forward in our research.
Okay, so with that done, Let's go ahead and research hybrid materials next. These are fairly quick projects, so we'll knock them out
Science is eager
early.
to begin, Commander.
If we go to the armory, we can actually equip some of our
Exciting about
mods
working
now.
under the more intense conditions found on
So
the
let's
Avengers.
see.
Every decision, every development is of the
Would you shut up,
utmost
Tygan?
importance. There's no room for mistakes here.
Alright, so I'm going to give him this stock that we picked up. Apparently that's the only one we can actually use. That's going to give him additional accuracy on his Overwatch shots. That, again, is something that a few of our starting characters already have, so he actually benefits from that, whereas I guess Cap technically would as well, but he already has that benefit through one of his skills. Okay, so with that taken care of, let's get back into investigation.
Strategic resource located.
Okay, so we didn't have to actually do anything here, but the remains of an Advent supply convoy sat in disarray along the roadside after an apparent rocket attack. The trucks were still loaded with a variety of parts and supplies, which our team was able to secure without drawing much attention. So we gained 62 supply. And we have some intact structures over here. This is going to take us 7 days to investigate, and we'll be rewarded with some new rookies. Any character that the game gives me is probably going to get customized to hell with your guys' input. Because, frankly, I'm not interested in using random characters.
New course.
They always look kind of ridiculous.
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Alright, let's review this. So this is back in the area we started, West Asia. We have Operation Golden Skull to neutralize a field commander. This is going to be an easy mission, and our reward is an engineer. That's a pretty good reward because we don't have any engineers as of yet. And in order to open up new building slots in the the main base, we need to have engineers to do that. So I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and confirm this.
Setting course for Sector 15, West Asia.
Alright. So who is our team going to be? It looks like it's going to run us with the main four here, although I'm not sure how keen I am on that. Is it not going to show these characters? Like, why don't I get to see them? Anyway, I'm not going to run Jacob here. I don't think that his abilities are going to be useful to us right now. In fact, I think I'm just going to run Cap and Bones from our original four. Oh, there we go. Now they'll show up. Let's see. We'll put Cap in the middle there, since he's the squad leader. We'll run Bones off to the left with his sniper rifle. I might give him his own squad, since he is of higher rank, but for now, we're going to run these guys together. Who else do we desperately need to level up? Let's run Yuri, because he's going to be another one of our squad leaders. I'd like to get him leveled up too. And then I'll run maybe Alexis, because we are going to need a hacker pretty soon. So let's make sure that we get one. And this will be our team. Looks pretty good. Everybody's got grenades, frag grenades, except for him. He's got a, what is that, smoke grenade? We got pistols here. Sniper rifle, assault rifle. She's actually got a submachine gun. But that works for me. Let's go ahead and deploy.
Given a prime opportunity to disrupt Advent's operations and delay their current plans. One of their field commanders has decided to tour the actual field, and we're going to make sure he never leaves there alive. Once you hit the ground, find our target and eliminate him as quickly as possible. Menace 1-5, we're tracking the Advent General and his escorts, but we don't have an exact fix on their location. Sweep the area and eliminate the target along with any other hostiles that stand in your way.
Alright, so we are in the tunnels under, was it Novgorod or something like that? Anyway, That appears to be the edge of the map, so we're going to be pushing pretty much straight ahead. Let's start with Cap here getting to this wall for cover. And we'll see if there's anything down that way. Doesn't look like it. Yuri, let's get you here. Alright, so nothing doing in here either. I'm going to move Bones up to... we can get him up on top of that platform. Let's get him to here, because that will allow him to take action still and give us a nice line of sight on that area. We don't want to separate our guys too much, though. Alright, and then Alexis. Let's get you... crap. I'm going to be a little bit aggressive here, just because there's clearly no aliens in this room. Wherever they are, it's going to be, you know, down that way a bit. So let's not waste too much time getting there. But we'll also, you know, be careful not to run ourselves into basically a suicide mission here either. Cap, go ahead and move up on that flank a little bit. Let's see, Yuri, let's get you there. Okay, and then Bones, I'm going to push you up to that spot. Okay, still no eyes on anything. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm going to let Bones take point here, because he's got the best line of sight. So still nothing. Man, this is a real claustrophobic map. I don't like being underground here. Okay, I'm going to get Lexus up to that wall. Still nothing. Man, I don't like this one bit. Alright, Yuri. Let's go to here.
Got it. Moving.
I am curious. So yeah, that's the edge right there. This is the edge here. So they could be a little bit that way as well. That makes me nervous. Let's see. Cat, I'm going to push you to... You know what? If they are that way, it's probably going to be through here. Although, I mean, potentially they could be there. I'm going to run Cap up to that spot. Okay. Let's just have you overwatch so you don't get too far ahead. And Bones, I'm going to put you there. Just so you can kind of see into this area. Alright. Okay, so they are in that direction. It's good to know. We'll keep our heads down and try to get a nice ambush on them. Yuri, that's a mannequin. Oh boy. Let's see, where can you get to? I think putting her in here is probably a good idea. That way, she's got cover on essentially every side.
Closing on target position now.
No eyes on anything yet. I can get Bones to there. I mean, that's a decent spot. Let's go ahead and do that. But they're probably going to come walking through here. So maybe I should have left him up there. Let's get Cap over here. And we'll put him on Overwatch there.
Eyes on the prize.
I'm going to get Yuri... Maybe I will put him here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Yeah, I think I should have left Bones topside. Oh well.
Scanning.
And I'm actually going to get her to there.
Moving to designated coordinates.
That's better cover. We'll put him in pistol Overwatch at least.
Got movement here.
Anything? No. Okay. Alright, well, as far as we can tell, yeah, that's dead end right there, and we don't see anybody, so they've got to be in these train cars. Oh, and it looks like we will be spotted if we move through there. Okay, that's good to know. Let's get you up to here. Maybe we can get eyes on them. Still no. There is a ladder in there, but I don't think we'd be able to use it. He can actually get to there without being spotted, at least as far as we can tell. Maybe not. I don't like the idea of sending her this way. I think splitting up is a very, very bad idea. I'm going to put her here.
Moving out.
She might cover our rear as we push through this entrance here. I wish you could get to there. I guess I'll put Yuri on that one.
Getting it done.
And Cap will have to overwatch for the both of them. Okay, I'm going to put you there.
Moving out.
We'll go pistol overwatch here. Regular overwatch there. And you're going to overwatch
Affirmative.
for behind us. Okay, so they're pretty much directly through here. Ah, we've got sight on them. That's just a grunt. That is definitely a squad leader. Is that the guy we're looking for, though? It says Advent Field Commander. So we'll be spotted if we go in there. Is there somebody in the car that we can't see? That's kind of concerning. Well, we have to push forward. We can't just sit here. So, Cap, you're going through first. Eyes on anybody new? Doesn't look like it. Alright, Yuri, you're next up.
Heading out.
I don't see any hostiles that way. Just have eyes on that one grunt. We'll send Alexis. Actually, we'll send Bones through. I can get him up on top of the train car. That might not be such a bad idea. Although I do worry about being that aggressive. If we run him through here and he gets line of sight on something that can see him, I mean, we shouldn't. But he can't take any actions once I move him there, so that could prove to be very, very bad. I'm going to do it, though. I think that's a good spot for him. It shouldn't, you know, open him up to anybody, and he should still have cover for that direction. We know there's no enemies behind us, or at least we're sort of confident there's no enemies behind us, so I think it'll work. And then he'll be able to maneuver and, you know, shoot downward on our enemies from up there. Okay, Alexis, I need you. I mean, there's really no great spot for you, to be honest. I could push her further in, but she could go this way. I'm going to send her through here. That gives her the ability to overwatch. I'm just worried that we might trigger a pod down here or something. I mean, as far as we can tell, there's nobody there. Alright, go ahead and overwatch. Go ahead and overwatch. And overwatch. I might add that overwatch all ability because, frankly, doing it individually is kind of annoying. So is it just these two then? That would be really interesting. They would spot me if I opened the door, so how are we going to handle this? Let's see, I could put you there. I think we need to try to get line of sight through the windows and then initiate the attack from above with Bones. Yuri, move down to there. See what you got. Okay, so he does have line of sight, only on the grunt though. Let's get Cap up to... I don't think he'll have line of sight there. We can try here. Okay, so he has line of sight on... Oh, good. Good, good, good. Okay, we've got line of sight on both of them. Let's get her moving up. And then, let's see. If I put him there, I imagine he'll have line of sight on both of them. So, let's get you... Well, let's move him first. We'll see who has the best chance to land the hit first.
Okay.
And then we'll put the other two in Overwatch. Okay, so he does 81% on either. So let's get you overwatched.
Moving to Overwatch.
Let's get you overwatched. I'm going to overwatch you as well, just in case anything else surprises us. And then Yeah, go ahead and shoot him. Let's do it. Nice. Looks like a headshot. Okay, that's going to trigger him. And can Yuri drop it? Yes. Alright, we gained a bunch of skill points there.
The aliens are going to try and extract the general from the AO. Don't let him get on board that ship.
Ah, crap. So that wasn't our guy. We're going to need to be pretty aggressive here. The question now becomes, where the hell is he? I'm going to move Alexis up to here and see if we can maybe get eyes into there.
On my way.
Okay, that was weird. Crap. Well, he's not there. How far can I push Bones up? Let's not be too aggressive. We do have 7 turns until the transport gets here. It shouldn't take us 7 turns to get over there. Alright, I'm going to push Cap to there. As far as we know, there's no enemies in the immediate area, so I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive, but not too aggressive. We're going to use this nice cover here, but beyond that, we're going to try to play it safe. And I can get you there. Let's do that. We'll want to keep him on high ground where we can, but we don't want him to fall too far behind. There is a lot of breaks in our line of sight here, so you know, if he's back there, he's not going to be able to shoot somebody over here. Let's see. Let's get you through. Anybody home over there? No, doesn't look like it. Bones, I'm going to get you to there. Still nobody. At the risk of losing... You know what? No, let's go here. I was going to push him up to the wall. That gives him worse cover. Ah, crap, they're behind us. Well, that's the guy we're looking for.
That's the general. Take him out before they can escape. We won't get another shot at this.
Is he alone? He's alone, okay. He's got good cover, though, and pretty good angle on us, unfortunately. Right. Cap, let's get you there, then. So you're not getting flanked. Yuri, you're fine right there. Alexis... I could try to send you down here to flank him. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm going to go for it. Put her on Overwatch. And what are your chances? 27? You're kind of flanked right now. I'm going to get you behind something. I'm going to play it safe here. And you're welcome to Overwatch over there. So what's he going to do? He's going to run. So I think it's... Did he Overwatch himself? Yeah, he did. Okay. Right. In that case... Oh, God. Really? I can get her up here. She actually might have line of sight from there. Let's try it. Really? Damn. Okay. Well, through the cover even. But you got him flanked. You know what? Can you frag him from there? Not quite. That's a shame, because getting rid of his cover would make this a lot easier. In that case, just take the shot. Oh, she critted. 4 damage. Nice. I'll take that. Let's see. Bones. I don't think that's going to get you where you need to be to shoot. Let's get Cap over here. If I have to, I'll just frag him. It's not going to do enough to kill him, but it will remove the cover he's got. Yeah, I think we're going to go for the frag there. The question becomes, though, if that doesn't kill... Hold on. If that doesn't kill, do we have anybody else that can get into range to shoot him? It doesn't look like we can. Maybe Bones right here? Yeah, I think if he moves here, he can take a pistol shot. So go ahead and set him up with the frag. This might kill him. But it also might not. Oh, we got him. Okay, that's all 4.
Kill confirmed. That's how it's done. We need to clear the area of any remaining hostiles. We can't allow them to recover the general's body.
Alright. Well, as far as we know, there's nobody on that side. They could be down here. They could also be in this area. So how do we want to handle this? That's not bad cover right there. We can't be flanked. Unless they come from behind us. Yeah, let's push you up there. If anybody comes down this way, he should have a pretty good shot on him. And Bones. I'm not sure where I want to get you. I mean, getting him up here would be nice. But there's not really anywhere he could set up this turn and still be useful. Honestly, putting him in that spot wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's get you here for now. Go ahead and overwatch on that side. We didn't even hear them, so that's not a great sign. What to do, what to do. I can't be too aggressive because they could move through the middle, and if they walk right in between us, that could be really, really bad. Let's see, I'm going to put him here. Okay.
Some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion. Their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever.
Well, we found him.
With an even greater psionic potential.
Right. Let's see. I can't really get you in a position to go after them. Alexis, what do I want to do with you? That's tough. I think I'm going to move her down here for now. That way if they try to come around, I have somebody overwatching it. Can't really afford to get her hit again, though.
Got it covered.
And let's see, Bones, I'm going to get you to there.
Moving.
That might let you flank the Advent guy. Yeah, there we go. 58 with the sniper rifle. What about with the pistol? 79? If he goes on the low end of that spectrum, it's not going to be enough to kill. But he's got a 50% chance to crit. I'm going to try it. It's a way better chance to hit. Oh, come on. Alright, let's see. Yuri, I'm going to get you to here. And we'll go ahead and overwatch. 47, 67. Do we try it? It's a pretty good chance to hit. If we fire our pistol, is it better? 77? Alright, yeah, let's do it. We only need 1 damage here. Alright, we got him.
Nailed him.
Okay, so he's gonna move, trigger Yuri's overwatch. Unfortunately, that missed. He's probably gonna res somebody. Looks like he is going after the commander. Okay. Well, as long as we kill the sectoid first, it shouldn't be a problem.
The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
Question now becomes, how are we gonna get to this guy? Who's got a frag still? You had a smoke grenade, if I remember right. You have a frag. Bones, I'm pretty sure you do as well. So if I get you up there and frag his cover, that should allow me to take plenty of shots on him. And since all you'd be able to really do is fire with your pistol anyways, that works out. Oh wait, you have the smoke grenade, damn it. Alright, Yuri. I don't know if you're going to be able to get close enough this turn. You have the frag. I don't know why I thought he had the smoke grenade, but it looks like it'll work out. Alright, that's 3 damage, but it looks like his cover is still mostly intact. If I move her there, is she going to have line of sight? No. I could try to have her kill this, though, just to be safe. We're looking at 12% right there. I don't think Cap's going to have any shot on this guy. But he should be able to kill the zombie here. I just don't know. Because chances are he'll just sit there and shoot, and we can't risk anybody taking a stray shot. God, I wish I had another frag grenade. Alexis, how far up here can you get? Here's what I'm going to do. Bones, you're going to stay in cover there. I'm going to move Cap to here. I didn't want to have to shoot this thing, but I don't know that we're going to be able to kill the sectoid this turn, so we may as well get rid of this just to be sure. Are you serious? 80% he missed. Alright, well that was an absolute waste. Can you hit it? Now we're wasting 2 turns. I'm going to get you up here first. I wanted her to go here and overwatch the sectoid, but that's not going to be a thing now. I don't think she can kill this. Can you frag him? Oh, you can. Let's try for that then. Unfortunately, we wasted Cap's turn. Oh, we're so close. 12%. 46 with your pistol. Let's try it. Let's roll the dice. Oh, I thought for sure that was going to hit. It looked like it grazed him in the head. So he's going to move up. Wish I'd had Overwatch on him. Now he's got Bones flanked. Luckily that didn't hit for much. And then this guy's going to smack her around and might kill her, unfortunately. Okay, she didn't die. Good. Alright, it's our turn. Let's see. Cap, why don't you move in for the kill there? We only need 1 damage. Let's see, is the pistol... Yeah, 100%. May as well. Execute him. Whew, okay. Well, didn't play that very well, but it still worked out just fine. And let's see, we can take a mission photo. What's that look like? Apparently, not everybody fits in the photo. Yeah, this map doesn't work very well for it, apparently. Let's leave the photo booth. Okay, well, mission complete. Alright, so we got 2 wounds here. Unfortunately, unfortunately our rookie is very, very badly injured. She's out for a while. Bones is going to have to take a couple days off. And it looks like everybody except for Bones gained a promotion, which is interesting because he actually got a couple kills there. So let's see. For Cap, what do we want first? This is his first proper level up. So we can give him run and gun, which allows him to use both movement phases and then still take an action, whether it be shooting or whatever. Could have been really helpful in that last mission, actually. We have light him up, which basically allows him to fire and then move, which is also handy. Cool under pressure just makes him better Overwatch, essentially. Gunner adds dedicated ammo slot, dedicated grenade slot. Allows Overwatch to trigger with squad sight. That's not useful on anybody other than snipers, really. Blade Master, he's not going to have a melee weapon. Scout, Gunslinger. I think we're going to go with run and gun here. The uses for that are too many to pass up, really. So I think, yeah, let's give it to him. Alright, so he's got run and gun. Let's go back. We're going to level up Yuri here. Well, actually, we don't get to level him up. He just gets 2 random abilities. So what's his first one? Iron Will, plus 10 Will, and then Cyber Adept, so plus 10 Hacking. I was actually going to run him as a hacker, so that's a little disappointing, but we'll see. Maybe we can make him a squad leader and a hacker or something. There's no reason why we couldn't do that. Alright, and then finally, our rookie here, who we were going to use as a hacker. Oh, nice. So each turn, the first reaction shot against her misses. She could have used that last mission. Cyber Adept, so plus... Okay, so that actually worked out pretty well for us. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. We got an Illyrium Core, an Advanced Scope, Advanced Balanced Alloy Blade, and an Alien Data Cache, and also some corpses that we can do some research on. We'll certainly want to look into that.
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration, with one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late. What you are seeing are classified reports of missing civilians from across the world. Their numbers are growing. We suspect they have been taken to a nearby Advent black site, though its exact location remains unknown. Time is short, Commander. We need you to take charge of resistance operations throughout the world. Establish contact with the local cells and bring them into the fold. Find this black site and shut it down. Save our world. The clock is ticking. Good luck, Commander.
New objective added.
Okay, so we need to contact resistance operatives in the Black Site region and figure out what's going on there.
Updated our latest operational objectives, Commander.
We also were rewarded with that engineer that we'll
Now that we have
happily
more
put to
staff on
work.
the engineering team, we can start clearing out space for new facilities, Commander. We should keep looking for more recruits, though. We'll need them to staff the facilities once they're built.
Okay, so
Combat against the aliens day in and day out is no easy task, and eventually the stress takes its toll in various ways. We'll need to keep an eye on each soldier to manage their traits.
alright, so because we let her will get too low and she was nearly killed, she actually gained a negative trait, which is phobophobia. She panics when squad mates panic, so it will be very dangerous to run her in missions where we might see somebody else, start panicking, because it could cause a chain reaction that completely destroys our squad, but she should still be useful to us. And I believe there might actually be ways to remove that. I'm not super familiar with the mechanic yet, but we'll certainly look into it. I'm actually going to start clearing this out with our new...
Commander, so far I haven't seen anything critical among the alien components left over in this area. If we clean this stuff out, we could probably use this space for a new facility. Excavation is underway, Commander, but it's going to take some time to get all that stuff cleared out.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to put our engineer to work on that. And I think that's it. Let's jump into the armory, and we have a couple of characters that can be, properly outfitted now. So first is going to be, where did he go? Yuri Zaitsev. I could give him an upgrade. I'm not going to, though. Let's go back to his loadout.
Contact, I just assumed the spokesman had died or moved on after the council dissolved. From what little he's told me, it sounds like he managed to gain a position with the Advent government early on, if only to start leaking intel to the resistance.
Okay, so we're going to try to find his weapon. I don't know why it swapped it out, since it's still technically available to him. There it is. Alright, and then for his secondary, rather than a pistol, Although the pistol has been incredibly useful so far. I mean, maybe I will give him a pistol, but we can give him a combat knife as well. And that allows him to use knife fighter abilities. We could also give him a gremlin and let him do some hacking. Let's play around with this first and see how it goes. I guess technically, rather than the grenade, we could give him a gremlin. You can basically give people whatever you want in this. There are some limitations, but for the most part, however you want to outfit somebody is, you know, totally viable. Maybe not viable, but possible anyways. So yeah, there's a lot of different things I could give him. It doesn't look like I can give him the gremlin in this slot though, but that's okay. We'll give him a frag grenade. Frag grenades are incredibly useful, as we just saw. And that's it for his loadout. So we want to go to Alexis and give her the gremlin that she's earned. We're going to keep her on that that MP5, I think. Although we could give her a slightly bigger, beefier weapon. We don't need to worry about infiltration times in this. Obviously, we're not playing Long War 2. So, I guess I could give her... The thing is, with a lot of the assault rifles on the female character models, they clip. So I was trying to find her a smaller weapon like the MP5. But I think one of... Yeah, the AKS-74 is actually small enough that it would work. So we'll give her that. Her secondary weapon is going to be the Gremlin. If we can find it. There it is. I'm actually curious if we can put it here. I didn't see it on him, but maybe I just missed it. No, we definitely can't. Okay, so frag grenade and a gremlin. And that works out pretty well. So she'll be our first designated hacker. And then we're going to go to Randall Bones Thomas and give him a proper scope. If we can actually use that one. So, increased aim at long range, yeah. It's funny, it actually looks like a smaller scope. It's basically an ACOG sight. And he had like a proper sniper scope on that rifle before, but technically this is an upgrade, so we're going to do it. And was that it? Was there other upgrades? Not that we can use yet. Advanced Balance Alloy Blade. I wonder if we could give that to Aiko. No. Maybe she needs to swap? I'm curious. So we can actually put... Damn it, that's not what I meant to click. We can actually put the blade as her primary, I believe. Where would that be? No, we can't. Not yet, anyways. Once she levels up, we might be able to. And then we may be able to put the upgrade on it and give her an MP5 as a secondary or something like that. We'll see, though. Maybe we can't. Maybe we can. It's worth playing with, though. And did anybody get bonded? That's another thing I'd like to look at. So, soldier bonds.
Commander, each of our soldiers has a unique relationship with their squad mates. As they complete combat missions together, their compatibility will grow and can eventually develop into a lasting bond.
So this isn't super clear. I'm going to have to read more on how exactly this works because it just says compatibility, but it doesn't say, like, in relation to who. So I have no idea. I'll look into it between episodes, though. And I think for now, that's going to be it. So we're going to go ahead and leave it here for today, and we'll pick back up in the next episode, maybe with some new characters. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some XCOM 2 with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.